to the Data Laws Research Network YouTube channel. My name is Stephen Sonda. I'm going to be your tutor. I'm going to be explaining to you the different research problems that you may not have had an opportunity to understand in class or from wherever you might have learned or gotten any information about research. I'm going to be here to tell you or show you how you are going to simply understand the different procedures that are involved in the different research activities. So the purpose of this tutorial will be to save you as a student or as a person that is interested in research, to help you understand or acquire knowledge that you may need for you to diligently conduct your research study from the beginning until the last stage of your particular endeavor in attaining or achieving the desired result. So on this particular platform, I'm going to be showing you how you basically utilize different research applications, both in qualitative and in quantitative analysis. So we're going to be tackling them one by one until we get to have an understanding of how some of these applications are supposed to be utilized. So in beginning our lesson, we are going to start with SPSS, which I think is the most common application that has been widely used by so many people around the world. So this particular application will be used or will be utilized to enable you understand how you can basically analyze quantitative data which you may have had collected using questionnaires, or you may have collected using different platforms or different mediums or different tools. So the most important thing is to basically understand how you can utilize this particular software in analyzing of the data that you intend to collect or that which you already have. So I'm going to be explaining to you simple terms, or I'm going to be sharing with you tips and guidelines that will enable you have an understanding on how this particular application works, and I'm going to be using practical examples on how this particular application basically works. So I can recommend that whilst you are learning this, you should have SPSS installed on your laptop. If you do not have SPSS installed on your laptop, you can get in touch with us. We can help you have access to this particular application. SPSS has got advanced versions now. There are so many good versions, versions that can help you analyze data with ease. But of course, you can still utilize versions that are old versions depending on what your study requires you to do. Some research departments will recommend that you use specific SPSS versions, but of course, for the sake of learning and for the sake of understanding SPSS in basic terms, we are going to be using version 16, which I think is the most appropriate when it comes to understanding how you can analyze data using this particular software. So I'm going to be using simple examples. I'm going to be using actual research examples to enable you understand how this particular application works. So if you've got SPSS installed on your laptop, you can search on the search bar SPSS and it's gonna pop up just right on the screen, and then you're gonna have what we basically refer to as the data editor. I'm going to be explaining to you what the data editor is. So now the purpose of this particular software is to provide you with powerful statistical and data management system in a graphical environment. The user interface of this particular software will make you understand how you can easily analyze data, more accessible for different casual users. This particular tutorial is not specifically meant for people that don't understand. Even for those that understand might be interested to know that there are so many other things that I might reveal to you that you may not have understood. So this particular software is intended for you to have access to information, whether you're a casual user or you're a more convenient and experienced user. You will still be able to understand how this particular software works. So the objectives of this training will be to help you get oriented with SPSS, and I'll teach you how to enter save data in SPSS, how to edit and transform data, how to explore your data by producing graphics, summary descriptives, and how to use pointing and clicking runs on the statistical procedures using this particular software. So now, to begin our windows, remember that this is just an introduction. I'm going to be explaining to you the other advanced procedures later on in my next tutorial, but this particular tutorial will just help you understand the different components, as I'm just giving you an introduction into SPSS. Kindly share this video with your friend. Kindly like this video, comment. You can ask questions in the comments below. I will be there. I should be able to help you um, or give you answers to some of the questions that you may not have had the opportunity to be familiar with. So to begin with, um, I'm going to be first of all explaining what you are seeing on the screen. Everything that you should be able to see once you run your SPSS is what we call the data editor. Now, when you start your SPSS, what pops up? Everything that you're able to see on the screen is what we call the data editor. Now, the data editor has two important displays or two important views below the screen on the left side of the screen. These two views are what we call the data view and the variable view. Now, these are the first things that you must understand before you can have an understanding on how this particular software works. Now, this particular component called the variable view, this is where you program the questionnaire information. If you are using questionnaires for the data collection, the information for the questionnaire must be programmed here before you begin entering the actual data that you collected. Okay, so this particular component called the variable view is a component in SPSS used to program questionnaire information. So if you are going to be programming questionnaire information, this is a platform that you must understand first of all on how you are supposed to transfer the questionnaire information from the questionnaire up up to the SPSS. It's important that the application understands the nature of the packages, the software packages that you're going to be using before you can enter the actual data. Now, on the data editor, you have two views, variable view and the data view. The variable view, this is where you program the questionnaire data, and the data view, this is where you enter the data that you've collected from the respondents, or the data that you've collected from entities or from recordings that you were taking in your research or whatever study that you're conducting. This is where you now enter the actual data. So after programming the questionnaire information in the data view, your actual data should be entered in the data view. Now remember that before you can create a data entry template in SPSS, you must first of all have your data collected. It's important to understand that you first of all must collect your data from the respondents before you can create the data entry template in the variable view. This is so because sometimes we use the information from the respondents to create extra variables or to create extra components that will require that you enter the data into the application. So some of the data that we use to create certain variables is basically collected from the respondents. Now, to begin with, the first thing that you see right here is what we call the data editor. Now, the data editor, remember, has two components that contains either the variable view or the data view. And the data editor also contains different buttons right on the top which have different functions.